Welcome back to Anno 117 Pax Romana. I haven't done anything in between episodes, so I just went to Latium to have a look at stuff. But other than that, it's on the exact same spot as I left the last episode. So I'm thinking we should first and foremost go to Albion and get this city up and running to the basics at least. With all their interesting wares. Let's go into that again. Oh, we even get warmer hospitality. Yes. So we have these two spinners here, and they also want reed shoes. Now, reed shoes requires reed gatherers. The reed gatherers are what's the ratio here? One of these can supply 2 of these, so I would only need 2 reed gatherers for 4. Okay, so I'm thinking if I do that and that shouldn't mess too in almost. And then I do a reed gatherer there. And 140. Yikes. That's a lot. But it's not messing with stuff. Like that. This song is weird. Especially the horn that comes every now and then. So that should be enough for 4 of these. I kind of suspect that placing those... No, maybe if I get the proper roads. Can I buy those wares here? It would seem like... No. I'm gonna set them to buy to a minimum stock of 150. You can see.
Are we?
Okay.
The Eternal City hungers, and it falls on us to feed her. Such is my duty as Procurator, and your duty as Governor. Make whatever arrangements you see fit in order to provide.
Let's do that later, because I have no idea what that involves, and it probably involves me needing a ship. Yeah, what I was thinking is that if I have one here and one here, we can actually test it. So if I put that there, and I put that there, I don't use that tool anyways, so then I do this. Wait, is that where I wanted to put it? I want to put it there, then I need to put it like that. You know, those roads do not affect the circle, I think. No, they don't. I'll leave the roads though to see if they if the traders up here sell me that the concrete, or if I have to transport that myself up from Latium. I can do that. I can leave every second road as a dirt road. I mean, we are in Albion after all. Turn off the diagonal construction. I don't think I need that now. Not too happy about You know, I think I'll... Okay, I'm sorry. I'm waffling again. This time I'm not waffling on talking, I'm waffling on concentrating on things. I'm gonna build those there. The warehouse here should provide... how much reed do we have in storage though? 6. That should be enough for now. No idea what's the correct side here. Apparently it seems to be that one. Like the one facing the road westwards. Yeah, that would be the right side, but... So I'm gonna just do... This side looks more open than the other one. Because that thing looks more closed off that way. Okay, so that means they are getting their sandals as soon as they can go pick up the goods. I'm actually going to do that as well. Mostly so that the wagons go faster. If I'm going to mirror this, it would be here and here, but I could alternate it to there and there. We'll do that when we get around to it, though. When we get to that stage, I mean. Let's build more houses. Like so. Then we can check the statistics. The city also increased. Consumer goods. We're getting enough. Oh, they need garum. That's going to be annoying, I think. It would appear that they are getting enough reed shoes. Yep, they will be getting enough reed shoes. They're getting enough cockles. They're getting enough eel. They are also getting enough tunics currently. Some of these can already be upgraded. I assume we are going to need a villa here as well. Haven't unlocked it yet. It needs smiths or mercators, whatever that is. So, what does this upgrade to? Okay. I can go for the Romano-Celtic route, which is mercators and nobles, or I could go for the Celtic route, which would be smiths and aldermen. So the Romano-Celtic route boosts knowledge and is about draining the marshes. Yeah, I feel there's a pun here somewhere. While the Celtic route is about using the marshes. Since this island has quite a bit of marsh and it's the first island, I'm going to go with the Celtic route, which means we can get cheese and cloaks and chariots. But does that make sense, since this island has the silver? It doesn't have birds though, it has beavers. But I'm assuming hand mirrors also are based on silver. Bird tongues in aspic sound absolutely horrid, by the way. Like, that sounds really disgusting. Sorry about that, just needed to raise my desk. I'm gonna go with the Romano-Celtic. No? Yes, I'm gonna go with the Romano-Celtic route.
A cot? Why not?
And we can go the Celtic route on another island.
I have come to rely on you like my right hand.
The Emperor seems to like that. Emperor's reputation status has changed. Due to increased reputation, you have reached a better reputation status. Emperor Julia Augusta grants you more
I'm
benefits.
very pleased to hear it.
So am I. So 25%.
You are extraordinary. Your loyalty, your wit. I would be a fool not to put it to use.
I completely agree. So 25% reduction on island settlement costs, can reroll items at traders, also from a specific niche, 15% better prices for goods with all imperial representatives, and 20% better prices for items with all imperial representatives. So that would be the guy who has a ship outside here, and Diana, I think.
Watcha. Get your miscellaneous gubbins. Best market for gubbins in these parts, I tell ya.
I completely agree. Okay, so this is going to require a lot of stuff imported from Albion, no, from Latium, because I cannot produce a lot of this up here. I can produce the bread, and I can produce sausage, but I cannot produce. Well, I do have the option
Romans
to.
in, do as Romans do. Philosophy's done us well so far.
Can I disable that? Okay, game. Audio? No. Interface? And that one. On again though. Language? No. The only thing I can do is reduce the voice volume.
This matter requires...
No idea. Oh yeah, I was just him showing how the voice volume. So I have to live with that. Okay. I'll just have to talk louder then. So the Grammaticus and the Phantom, which is basically the temple up here, that can be built here. When it comes to the brooches and the soap, I am fairly sure the brooches are... It says the required good can be produced in Albion by Mercators. This one, the soap, is Latium with the plebeians. And then for the amphorae, that can be produced up here actually. It says both Albion and Latium. The olive oil is, well, it's kind of a given that you can't grow... Well, you probably could grow olives up here, but I don't think olive trees are very fond of a lot of rain. Besides, the climate up here is probably atrocious. Winters.
2 sheets to rub together. Night wrong with a tunic.
Hey, Governor, I've come across a lucrative bit of local lore. Are you interested? Sure.
Oi, Governor, got a sec? I spy a little opportunity. You see, they say the stones in the water there have a bit of magic to them, and Manny's a sailor has taken one before their voyage.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was thinking we could scoop them up, sell them off, and make ourselves a tidy little profit.
Is this one of those locate thing quests? Sail to rock formation. Okay, sure.
See this Alva wriggle, little beauty.
Now, if I actually get to nobles, I can have both Celts and Romans on the same island, it would seem. But to get nobles, I would have to get all these things. I'm gonna do what I intended to do and mirror the production buildings. And now tiles appeared, so I guess I'm going to need tiles here. Yeah, I am. Mud dryer. That's probably something that is out here. That takes 1 minute 30 seconds. So that means the lowest, the denominator is 30 seconds. So 3 of these. 30, 30, 30. 4 of these to 3 of these. But that wasn't what I was going to build. What I was going to build was the these things.
Your people are ailing.
There's a disease in Hereticum Volume. Have to go deal with that. Depending on where it is. It's up here, so I guess I'll just build a Medici. Come on, game. That should cover all of the buildings up here. Now we also need a warehouse for these buildings. I mean, that probably works.
The materials haven't arrived.
Oh my, they're actually going all the way down there. How are we doing when I now... Yeah, I have ample wood, so I can just do that.
It would appear that my trust in you was misplaced.
No, no, no. I need to do things gradually.
Marvellous.
Okay. If you say so. But these give off happiness, I believe. Well, I don't know if I actually... It gives off income, +3.
Eels, don't I freak? But there's worse in the bog.
Yeah. Because of the technology. That's handy. Getting a lot of money in now. Can I build the villa now? Yes, I can. Yeah, that looks perfect. Ask me. I just want it to be that way. Confirm arrival. Okay. Make a choice.
Hey up, Governor. You shouldn't be here. These stones is for common folk. It's bad luck for a king to touch them. And well, you're close enough, right?
These stones are for common folk.
We need not risk upsetting the locals, Ere. I believe a simple replica will adequately serve the Mercator's needs. One stone looks much like another, I find.
You're very devious for a slave. Albion advises you not to upset the locals by taking their sacred stones. He can create fake replicas to sell. So if we take the holy stones, that might upset the Celtic residents and gods, but keeping our word to the Mercator. Or we can create fake holy stones. Deceiving the Mercator was less evil than desecrating the sacred Celtic ground would have been. I'm going to create fake holy stones just because it sounds fun. I'm sure it's going to have consequences.
Quite the striking turn of events.
Waiting for your decree.
Then I need to deliver limestone and dye plants to the improved trading post.
Mariners, forward!
Dye plants?
Fancy taking some moorland low bellies off my hands? I don't think they're biters.
Did you say you don't think they're biters? I mean, we can buy olive oil and soap from the traders here, apparently. Oh, a legendary one. Zeno's Salvia. And he's quite good as well. But I mean, 440,000, even with the discount, that's expensive. Little bit. I'm gonna go and set up buy order for tiles and timber. Seems to be a bug. Yeah, they don't sell me concrete, or I think they would have sold it to me already. Dye plants, I believe that is something... Well, actually... No, it is a fertility here.
Got my own reedies, keep my feet dry.
So the next thing is a Grammaticus. And a Phaenum. Now the Phaenum has one of these odd sizes. So I'm gonna just see, is it?
Done.
Basically looks the same on all sides except for the chariot things. I'll build that there. And a road there. That road is needed, but it looks a little bit better. And we'll build the Grammaticus there, I think. I'll probably move these later on, but thanks to the roads, they seem to be covering most of the city, since I did put down those stone roads, or paved roads. Do I have enough concrete, I wonder, to do that? And I do. Good. That means only the 2 houses in the very, very end of the city isn't covered by the Phaenum. Or Farnham, I'm not sure. As for the Grammaticus, it covers... It's okay enough. I mean, we're making nearly 1,000 island knowledge already. Health is a problem on this island, though. So let's have a look at the... We can build a Medici? Actually, if I do that... Medici there will cover almost the entire city, which puts us as nearly 400 positive health. We don't have the Vigilus yet, but raining so much up here anyway, so we can also build a Custodus. That should give us some more happiness. I don't see the problem with putting down that. Is 719, nearly 700. It was above 700. Can I? That was something that I could see in in 1800. I could see the last trade. This guy sold us some. Can I see the last trade here? No. It would not appear I can. That is a bit... Would have been nice to be able to see the trades. I assume they're going to add that eventually. I don't know if I have a timer on this. I probably do. But I can't produce any dye farms yet. I'm assuming that's a noble thing.
We've got a proper temple to put all these curses in. Don't worry, your name's not on... Money.
Why can I
Don't be
not
going to market for a friendly
upgrade
horse.
you? I can. I'm just worried about her imperial snobness getting upset if I build too many raiders. But there we go with more stuff. Now, the one thing that we need, or the two things
Half-decent
that we need,
scran on
are
cockles.
bread and
Shells are
sausage.
handy too.
Sounds weird with that accent. I'm assuming that, yeah, the mill is just a, since there's no river slots here, that's why I was wondering. The wheat farm is just a regular farm, so that's fine. It's 1-1 actually. 1-1-1. Okay. I can live with that. The question is, where? Got there. Yeah, I think that's a good location. 140, that's fine by me. I need somewhere to take a road out, so I can't do all of that area. And I also don't want to take too much of that forest away.
Best house our wares out of wind and rain.
Okay. I need a warehouse, of course. I think I want to move that over there. Then I do want to have a second wheat farm. I'll build that up there. A small road going like that. And then this can basically just cut across. How big are these? Okay, so those would actually work to just put two of here. Okay, let me just blueprint those. Don't think I want that. Oh, I should use the more basic demolition tool here. 133, 134. This is also in the. For some reason, I didn't turn off the planning mode. I would like to try to get. Ah, that works. How big are the mills? Okay, I'll just do that. The music is exceptionally good in Albion. I mean, the music soundtrack, I really like the soundtrack regardless, but I love this Celtic music here. They've done a great job, the composer. So that will make us bread. We can still not build the city guard with a vigilus. Not sure why you'd want a well in a place where it rains all the time, but it's better than nothing. Until we get the vigilus, at least. Soap we cannot complete up here. You have to build both the soap maker and the lavender grower in Albion. No, in Latium. I'm going to be confused by those two. We can do the pigs and the renderers here, though. The other thing we need is sausages, which requires herb gardens, pig farms, and then a salsicium. What an amusing name. Salsicium. Probably salsicium, but that is something that I want to produce somewhere else because it has an area effect of fire safety as well. And when these also have that fire safety... Oh yeah, I also need a charcoal burner. Can I see, please? Yeah, that was even wrong. That charcoal burner should be enough for 2 of these, and I need a charcoal burner for 2 of these as well. The herb garden, of course, has a weird processing time, but it's 1, 3, 2, I think. I'm just going to do that for now. I think that is close enough that it'll, yeah, it will be able to transport the charcoal over to here. That means we have the stuff we need. We probably also should pick a patron deity for the city here. So Ceres would affect the bread. Neptune would affect the cockles. Mars would affect absolutely nothing. Well, it would affect the charcoal, but Minerva would affect tunics. Mercury, Lugus, Siege. The Celtic gods would be the ones that made most sense, although timber and eel is not really that relevant. Piggies. I think we can produce oxens on this island, so because I think that isn't fertility, but I'm kind of thinking that her imperial poshness won't be too happy about me picking a Celtic god, especially not in a Roman settlement. Might even create some unhappiness. So, I'm not going to produce many ships up here, so I'm kind of thinking that Ceres might just be the best option here to also give us the global thing. Minerva could also work for the tunics, but I'm not sure if it applies to the tunics up here. I'm gonna go with Ceres. To put us closer to the Vervactor's plow. I don't know how much wheat we have currently. 12, so we can build those. And then we can go ahead and have a look at pig farm. Check this to make sure that I'm doing this correctly. Is it? It's 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. I actually did that correctly. I'm impressed with myself. So this is the... So Minerva would actually affect this one. Okay. Good to know. Wherever I build this, I'm going to have... Not going to be a huge malus on the health. No, I did not want to build a road. I want to build the big piggy. For one of those. Then I need 3 herb gardens. Surplus Ultra. Have 333 talenta of sardines in storage. Apparently I got that as well. Now these herb farms. Thank God, it's only 60. Let's upgrade that one. That looks pretty. So, I'm not sure it looks quite natural. No, that does not look natural at all. That looks like it's boiling and toiling and bubbling and whatnot. Let's not dwell too much on that. So that will be enough for 2 of the Salsiciums, which will affect fire safety, of course. However, it will also give more population, but I really do not want all that minus to fire safety. I'm just going to do that. And we can build another warehouse there. There's not much we can do until, or I could build them now, but I don't really want to build them now. I'd like to have 8 pigs and 8 herbs in storage. While we're waiting for that, we can set up a silver mine here. For the silver forge, that is 2 to 4, but it does require more charcoal. Gonna do that for now. I don't really think one well is going to do a whole lot. You know, it's going to give +1 fire safety to that one building, which I must admit that feels rather pointless, but I might be able to fit a well here. That would put us in positive. I could also move that one out, actually, and then we can build a well there. That puts us above 100, so that should give us ample fire safety for now. There should also be room for a well. Sorry about that. I mean, that should be +9. But affecting 5 buildings seems kinda pointless. of each, please. Water conservation was discovered. We're still working on... What's the water conservation? The water conservation, minus 20% water consumption for buildings. Good. The other one that we got was... was something that kind of... I don't remember which one it was, but... Anywho, we have enough pigs and herbs now to build 2 salsiciums, or however it's pronounced.
If you're after something, it'll have to wait. I'm a touch busy.
Yeah, I understand, we have enough flour that I can also build those 2 bakeries. Fire safety should plummet when they start working. Festival. Arkham, that would be this one. So we did get a specialist, a gleaner, house of gatherers, but I wouldn't exactly call her good.
We've nothing to work with.
You do, you just gotta fetch it. I did upgrade this one, yes, I did. I'm actually surprised that I've been able to do so much stuff without having to do a lot of stuff in between episodes. That was very unexpected. The next episode will also be without doing things in between episodes, because there are a couple of things that I know that I want to do in here we go. The new island that I built or made down in Latium. Let's quickly check something here, because I'd like to rename this island. Have a little bit of a look here. Put this to that. Maybe we could call this island up after Dan Stevens. Not sure how I'm gonna... Danium... Stephanus? Use? There we go. Got your own island now, Dan Stevens. Sadly, neither of these are going to allow me to do the what's it called? The dye. Need the next tier for that. But they are getting bread and sausages now. Are we producing enough? By far. Of both. That's good. I guess the last thing we can make here then is the silver brooches, which will require 2 silver forges. One to 2 to 4. That is a lot. Fibularium. Again, we have to take the fire risk into consideration. Thinking a fire station there would be optimal. There's not much I can do to avoid the fire unsafety to spread. So I'm gonna build 2 of these. I don't think I need more than 2 of these either, to be honest. This one should probably be upgraded. There are too many buildings around it now. Should have ample silver. Now I'm going to need 1 more charcoal burner, I think. No, not yet. Does the population affect the... It probably only affects the houses. I can't see this giving me any It actually does give me population. Yeah, +1 waiters. Interesting. I mean, why not? I'm thinking I want to build the silver smiths or fibulariums down here. I don't know if I can fit 4 of them. Can apparently. Going to be a heck of a lot of fire bullshit, but that is okay. I assume the Mercators need...
You lass who could sell ales to the ale fishers. I prefer eating
Yes.
them myself.
And then I would have to import soap. I'm making so much money that I can actually just set up, let's see, consumer goods soap. Buy to a minimum stock of 100. Same with the olive oil. Buy to 100. And apparently I have to type that in there. Amphora, I could produce those. No, I need resin. I'm gonna set up... Let's see. The olive oil costs 72. I need garum as well. Soap costs 74. The amphora costs 52. So let's buy that up to 100 as well.
Been polishing up on my
Who wanted
lingua
garum?
romana and that there grammaticus. 2 sheets to rub together. Not wrong with a
Maybe it's the
tunic.
Celts that need garum.
thought tunics are just the hair on my chest.
I await your instruction.
A Hygiea festival in the capital. We can pay for that by using soap. And we got a physician. Let's see. Yeah. 0.6 health to residences in range. I mean, it's not horrible. So I suppose we can send that there. How are we doing on silver? I doubt we need to build more than one of these, to be honest. That would be an intermediate good. Yep. Oh, to be fair, we need 2 of them because I also need to export those back to Latium. Fire safety up here is absolutely atrocious now. There's very little I can do about it. Because those wells are covering most of the buildings. Yeah, that would be somewhere to build a well, out in the swamp. Let me just mute the mic while I take my desk down again. There we go. Now let's see, do we have enough... duct irrigation was discovered, so that means I think we can get bonuses. Yep. Water conservation, duct irrigation boosts the farms, so then the next one would be hurried Horea. Loading speed for the warehouses. Getting a decent amount of knowledge now. All islands. Governance. 5,800. Nearly 5,009. We're losing some as well. I don't know, no idea how. 2.8 thousand prestige. Okay, I'm gonna build a second one of these so we can actually move or set up a trade route for Brooches back to Latium. Yeah, because that means we're going to be overproducing them quite extensively. We'll need to go in here, go to consumer goods, go to Brooches, and set a minimum stock of, let's say, 50.
What could you possibly require?
I know one thing that I would require, which is I would like to load you up with some lumber. Let's go back to Latium.
Waiting for your decree.
Offload this. Load up some lumber on this island as well and take that back to our main island.
Through the waves.
Where's our flagship? It's there. Okay, good.
What could you possibly require?
What is this? Oh, okay. Well, that's useful. Even shows the fertilities.
Neptune's finest. Ready.
Now I am going to need some trade ships up in Latium. I'm going to take one of these triremes. I'm going to build 2 more of them. We have ample Libertus workforce here. You can grab that.
What could you possibly require?
You can grab that.
We stand, waiting.
This is one of the free triremes that I got from the beginning. I mean, I have to call this quad rides. Some of you might get it, some of you might not, but it's necessary. Just is. I want you guys to go to Smithium... No. I want you to go to Albion, to Danium Stephanusius. Oh, bother. Quickly go back. Actually, it doesn't really matter because I need to set up a trade route for it. Albion.
There's worse than an evening at the hearth, listening to some old mumbo-jumbo.
What we need is soap and olive oil. The amphora... I don't really think I want to produce those locally because... not that I can because of the resin, but... We need soap, amphora and olive oil. Let's go back to Latium and have a look at our capital island there. There is something that I want to do on this island. Yeah, I need to have more production buildings when it comes to specifically olive oil. And apparently I'm not producing enough amphora. I do believe I produce enough of the base stuff for the amphora to have... It's clay, and I think I put up 4 resin tappers, so I can definitely put up more potters. Where did I put that, though?
Is it too little demand, perhaps?
I would be very grateful if you actually showed me where it is. There. Okay. So I guess we can have 2 of them here. When it comes to the production of clay, that is fine. When it comes to the production of resin, that should be abundant. Yep. So we could put down one more of these.
For the governor's visit.
True. Although one thing that I definitely do want is another warehouse up here. Which means that I probably also want to rotate this so I can get a road around that. Yeah, that is exactly what I wanted, game. Turn off that diagonal construction. Yeah, upgrade that, and upgrade... Oh, why don't I... I used up the lumber. Oops. Didn't take me too long to get the 25 I need. There we go. Write that as well. Okay. With that, the thing that I wanted to produce, which is obviously going to cost lumber, which I do not have currently. Can you go there? And I meant to put this lady in here. So we have 259 currently.
At your service.
94. It's something. I mean, I have the slots, so why not? Let's also just quickly check.
Praetor. May the gods protect you.
So that probably is 40, which means that this probably is 80 and then 100. Okay. Now, it's going to take a while for those ships to arrive. Or not. Either they haven't left the map yet. They haven't left the map yet. So yeah, it's going to take a while for those ships to arrive with all that entails.
We stand waiting.
They are up here. Can you guys move information? But these ships are not really critical. Do I have to click escape or something? So these guys are going to go off to Albion. It's going to take a long time for them to get there. So I'm thinking that this island is the next project that we can... What's going on here? No warehouse. Yeah, that might be a problem. So I'm thinking this island is the next project that we have, so we can also produce the other stuff that we need. Like, okay, I am readying the silver brooches, but we need to produce togas, we need to produce writing tablets, and we need to produce fine glass. And all of that comes from the Smithium Jordani island, so there is a lot of stuff we have to set up on this specific island here. So I think we are going to do that, but that's going to be in the next episode. So for now, I am going to say thank you all so much for joining me, and as usual, if you have any questions and or comments, then I would be very grateful if you leave those down in the comment section. And then there's the usual call to action as well. If you do not have any questions or comments, then it would be very, very appreciated if you just put some emojis down there. Joke, dad joke, for instance, pun, sassy comment. And if you like the video, then of course, clicking the like button would also be very, very much appreciated. Hope I see you all in the next episode.